Welcome everyone. Thanks for joining us as we dive into a truly remarkable weather event that's about to unfold across much of the country. Today we're tracking what may be the most aggressive and wintry weather pattern we've seen in several months, one that's set to impact millions of people from the northern plains all the way to the deep south. As of November 3rd, all major weather models, GFS, ECMWF and the Canadian, are in rare agreement. A massive Arctic air mass is set to plunge deep into the US. This level of consensus among models is unusual, and it signals just how confident forecasters are about the upcoming cold outbreak. This isn't a minor cold snap. We're talking about a sustained period of frigid temperatures, with the potential for multiple rounds of significant winter storms, possibly even blizzards in some areas. The wind chills could be dangerously low, and travel may become hazardous for days at a time. What's truly remarkable is the sheer intensity and reach of this Arctic blast. This cold could push all the way to the Gulf Coast, bringing freezing temperatures and even snow to places like Texas and Louisiana, areas that rarely see wintry weather before January or February. Millions will need to prepare as autumn's mild days are about to end abruptly. If you haven't already, now is the time to stock up on winter essentials, check your heating systems, and make sure your family is ready for a sudden change. Expect a dramatic shift, short sleeves to winter coats in just a matter of days. Powerful storms will be fueled by the clash of warm and cold air, leading to heavy rain, gusty winds, and rapidly dropping temperatures. Severe thunderstorms, heavy snow, and even the risk of ice storms are all possible as this pattern unfolds. Urban areas could see traffic snarled and power outages if conditions worsen. Icy roads, downed power lines, and dangerous wind chills are all on the table, so it's important to stay informed and cautious. Now is the time to check your local forecasts, prep your emergency kits, and make sure you have enough supplies to last through potential disruptions. Take steps to winterize your home and car, insulate pipes, check antifreeze, and install snow tires if you haven't already. These small actions can make a big difference. The quiet weather is over. An active, cold, and snowy period is about to begin. The next few weeks could bring some of the most challenging winter weather we've seen in a long time. Stay alert. Winter is arriving with force, and preparation is your best defense against what's coming. Before the Arctic blast, much of the country will enjoy a brief, pleasant warm-up, a classic calm before the storm. Through midweek, a ridge of high pressure brings above-average temps from the plains to the southeast, with cities like Dallas and Atlanta reaching the 60s and 70s. Use this window to finish outdoor chores and prep for winter. But don't be fooled. This warmth is fleeting and is actually fueling the coming storms. As warm, moist air surges north, it sets the stage for a dramatic collision with the Arctic cold. The bigger the warm-up now, the more energy for storms later. Enjoy these mild days, but keep the warning in mind. A sharp, lasting shift to cold and stormy weather is imminent. By week's end, temperatures will plummet and snow will fly in many new places. Get ready. Winter is about to take over. The mild spell ends abruptly next weekend around November 8th and 9th as a deep trough drives Arctic air south. This isn't a typical cool down. Temperatures will plunge 20 to 30 degrees below average, shocking millions who just enjoyed autumn warmth. The cold will surge from the northern plains deep into the south, with freezing temps and even single-digit wind chills possible as far as Texas and Georgia. Once in place, this dense cold air will be tough to dislodge, setting up a prolonged wintry pattern. Each new storm will tap into this cold reservoir, increasing the risk of snow and ice. For many, this will be the first hard freeze, time to protect pipes, pets, and heating systems. The transition will be swift and dramatic. The first major Arctic plunge is locked in. Prepare for the coldest air of the season so far. As Arctic air collides with lingering warmth, our first major winter storm of the season is set to develop over the weekend. The storm will likely start in the northern Rockies, then track into the plains and northeast, with models showing a wide swath of heavy snow. The GFS model hints at over a foot of snow in the northeast, with significant accumulations back through the Midwest. Severe thunderstorms are possible on the storm's warm side, especially in the Ohio Valley. This dynamic system will bring both a winter wonderland and dangerous severe weather. The resulting snowpack will reinforce the cold, keeping the wintry pattern locked in. This isn't just a one-off event, it sets the stage for more storms ahead. Get ready for a weekend of high-impact weather. Forecasting weather patterns this far in advance is always a challenge, and it relies heavily on sophisticated computer models that simulate the atmosphere's behavior days and even weeks ahead. Right now, what's remarkable is that these models are in rare, almost unprecedented agreement. A major pattern change is on the horizon, and forecasters everywhere are taking notice. The GFS, ECMWF, and Canadian models, three of the most trusted forecasting tools, are all showing a deep trough developing, which means a surge of Arctic air is likely to plunge southward. Along with that, multiple winter storms are projected to sweep across the country through mid-November, bringing the potential for significant snowfall and hazardous travel conditions. While the models are lining up on the big picture, it's important to remember that the finer details, like the exact path of each storm and where the heaviest snow will fall, still show some variation. These differences in storm tracks and snow bands can mean the difference between a dusting and a major snow event for your area. That's why forecasters turn to ensembles, dozens of model runs with slight tweaks to the starting conditions, to get a sense of the range of possible outcomes and to better understand the uncertainty. By analyzing these ensemble runs, meteorologists can see not just one possible future, but a whole spectrum of scenarios, from mild to extreme. Some ensemble members even show snow reaching as far south as Texas, while others suggest a full-blown blizzard could hit the Midwest or the southern plains. The strong, consistent signal across nearly all the models gives us unusually high confidence that a cold, snowy period is ahead. While the exact timing and locations will shift as new data comes in, the overarching message is clear. It's time to prepare for active, wintry weather that could impact travel, daily routines, and even power supplies in some areas. This rare model consensus allows forecasters to give you an early heads up so you can make plans and stay safe before the worst of the weather arrives. Even if your local forecast changes from day to day, the risk of impactful winter weather remains very real for a large part of the country. Hazardous roads, power outages, and travel disruptions are all possible, so it's wise to stay alert and keep checking for updates. Stay tuned for more updates as the pattern evolves. Taking steps to prepare now can make all the difference when winter weather strikes. Why is this happening? What could be causing such a dramatic shift in our weather patterns? The answer lies high above Greenland, where a powerful atmospheric block is forming. This phenomenon is not just a simple weather event, it's a complex interaction of atmospheric forces. A massive ridge of high pressure, known as a Greenland block, is forcing the jet stream to buckle southward. This ridge acts like a giant wall, redirecting the usual flow of the jet stream. This creates a superhighway for Arctic air to plunge into the US, fueling the cold and stormy pattern. The cold air, once trapped in the Arctic, now has a clear path to move south. Two climate patterns are at play, both contributing to this unusual weather setup. A positive Pacific North American pattern, PNA, which typically brings colder conditions to the central and eastern US, and a negative North Atlantic oscillation, NAO, which further enhances the cold air intrusion. Together, they create a textbook setup for widespread cold and snow in the central and eastern US. This combination is rare, but not unprecedented. The strength and persistence of this Greenland block are what make this forecast so confident and concerning. It's a dominant feature that can last for weeks. Models show the block holding for at least 1 to 2 weeks, possibly even longer, keeping the Arctic air pipeline wide open. This means continuous cold air surges. This means not just one cold snap, but multiple waves of cold air, but a sustained period of wintry weather. The cold will be relentless, with little relief in sight. Multiple storms will ride the active jet stream, each bringing its own set of challenges, bringing repeated chances for snow and ice. Travel will be hazardous, and power outages are likely. The cold is here to stay, for now. Prepare for a long, harsh winter. As if one storm isn't enough, models are hinting at an even stronger system between November 10th and 15th. Both GFS and Euro models show the potential for a bomb cyclone, a powerful low-pressure system developing in the Midwest. This storm could bring blizzard conditions, ferocious winds, heavy snow, and whiteouts, crippling travel and commerce. Some runs suggest 2 to 3 feet of snow in the storm's path. Major cities like Chicago, Minneapolis, and Indianapolis could be directly impacted. The Greenland block and fresh Arctic air will fuel this second storm. While details may change, the risk is real and growing. Every day will bring critical updates. Stay alert. Here's what this pattern means for your region. In the west, expect active, chilly weather with mountain snow and tough travel over passes. The plains and Midwest are ground zero. After a brief warm-up, 2 major storms could bring heavy snow and bitter cold. The Northeast faces cold rain and high-elevation snow early. Then, a weekend storm with potential for over a foot of snow, followed by another round mid-month. Coastal cities like Boston and NYC will be on the rain-snow line. Track matters. In the south, the main story is the deep freeze, with below-freezing temps reaching Louisiana and Alabama. Light snow is possible as far south as Tennessee and northern Texas, especially with the second storm. The cold will be intense. Protect plants, pets, and pipes. Every region will feel the impact, but the Midwest and Northeast face the greatest snow risk. Prepare now for a wild 2 weeks. The next 2 weeks demand preparation and awareness. This isn't a typical November cooldown, it's a high-impact, sustained winter event. Now is the time to ready your home and car, check your furnace, insulate pipes, and assemble a winter kit. Avoid travel if a major storm is forecast. Stay informed. Storm tracks can shift, changing your local impacts. Use trusted weather sources and have a way to get alerts. Check on neighbors, especially those vulnerable to cold. This pattern is a marathon, not a sprint. Expect cold and active weather through mid-November. By preparing now, you'll face winter's arrival with confidence. The signs are clear. Winter is on its way. Be ready.